Hello, today I'll be doing a review of a set of clip-in extensions that I recently bought. I bought them off of eBay from a seller whose name I can't pronounce, but I'll link you to the listing in the description box. And they were $35, so obviously since they were so cheap I bought two, thinking that they'd be a little on the thin side and obviously lower quality. So better to have two than one. Shipping time was relatively fast, normal for a seller from China. It was about a week, maybe a week and a half maximum. And that was from China to California. The packaging is a bubble, whatever you call it, bubble wrap I believe. And so it comes in, this is the already opened one, so it has nothing inside. This is how it came in packaged. Some of them were just put in there and it was a pretty fat envelope, but after unfolding it, everything was fine, so that's totally cool with me how he packaged it. He also sent me two, I guess, free gifts, which were these little things. They were the same gift, but I mean, it's the thought that counts. I don't have long hair either, that's why I'm getting extensions, so I'm not sure what kind of gift it is, since it's for long ponytails and cute little designs that you can do with your hair, but I don't know, maybe I can figure out how to wear my extensions in a ponytail. And it also came with his business card, which I haven't scanned what that is, but yeah, business card. And on the back, dear friend, thank you for your order. It has been an honor to serve you. We are honest sellers from China. Sometimes the item takes a long time to reach you. We are sorry for this, but hope you are satisfied with our product. We guarantee our hair is 100% human hair. Feel free to test it. Take a strand of hair and burn it, and you will see that it will smoke like real hair and not melt like plastic. For the length and the color of the hair, there occasionally may be slight differences. We try our best to fix this and ship you the best quality product. And apparently he has, I hadn't noticed this before, he has a website, or they have a website called ldszyz.com, so maybe that's where they're getting their extensions from. And then they also gave you some free clips. Looks like they give you three, and since I ordered two sets, they gave me 6, so if any of the clips break or anything's wrong with them, you can replace them, right? Which I thought was pretty sweet. I got 18 inches. This is 100% human hair. 70 grams, and usually 100 grams is what you need to cover your whole hair if you want to add length, which is what I want to do since my hair is so short. And they were in the color 613, so this is the packaging. It's pretty standard in terms of hair extensions. At Sally's I also looked around, and yeah, this is pretty standard in terms of how they package extensions. Here's a close-up of the brand. It's Hair 10 Gda. And if you open the package, you want to open it from the front or just in a way where you pull the hair toward the end, so like this, pulling it out this way so that the hair doesn't get more disturbed than pulling it the other way. And you just lift it. It's right there secured with, I don't know, what is it, like a zip tie kind of thing. And then if you remove the zip tie, you can just easily take it out. And then you're left with the actual hair, and the bundle is held together by these two rubber bands. And the rubber bands are pretty easy to remove as well. You just pull them to the side. Or you could just cut them. But for some reason I don't feel like cutting them. So yeah, it's a rubber, well, it's an elastic kind of band. And just take out the other one. There's two. And most extensions come like that. in that kind of packaging. And then you just open it up and you are left with your extensions. And that's the entire bundle right there. This is the 4-inch piece. And I was right in thinking that they were going to be really thin because honestly they really are. You can see right through those wefts. Supposedly they're double wefted, but again, for the price, what I expected. They get really thin toward the end. Oops, you can see some stray hairs. Which really doesn't bother me since I was originally going to get the 16-inch, but I got the 18 instead, figuring that the ends would be thin and that I just cut them about 2 inches and that would help with the thickness issue. And the set is a set of 7 wefts or clips, strands. Yeah, 7 strands. There's 2 1-inch pieces, there's 2 2-inch pieces, and then there's 2 3-inch pieces, and there's this 1 4 piece. And that's pretty standard in terms of the number of strands that you receive in a set. In terms of quality of the hair, it's a little frizzy, pretty soft though, but I suspect that to just be, you know, silicone and a bunch of coatings that to make it softer. So a thing to mention is the actual quality of the clips themselves. They're pretty sturdy. You can hear the clicks, so they're pretty strong. They're not gonna slip out of your hair. When I first got the extensions, when they first arrived, the first thing I did was put some in, even though the color didn't match, and they were very secure. They didn't slip at all off. So good clips. This one's dyed in my hair color, as you can see. If the extensions had any coating on them, I assume dish soap would get rid of them and I'd be able to see exactly what the extensions feel like, or what they'll feel like after some washes. And after the wash, they were significantly scruffier. I lost a lot of hair in washing them, and you can see that this one's pretty thin as well. So it's not just that 4-piece weft, the entire set is pretty thin. And obviously the quality of the hair isn't the best. The strands, like the actual fibers of the hair, they feel something like bleached hair, which again was something that I kind of expected. So since I've undergone a lot of bleaching on my own hair, I'm naturally a brunette, a dark, almost black, haired person. I've been through the ordeals of bleaching and dealing with the damage, so I sought out ways to somewhat repair a little bit of the damage. So the first thing I did was, after I washed them, was apply the my hair dye. I don't have it with me right now, but I'll probably be making more videos because this is a huge, long, arduous process. And so I dyed them, and I dyed them with a vegetable. I use a vegetable dye. So there was no damage to them, and actually it worked something as like a conditioner. But again, when it dried, it got frizzy. And I wasn't sure what exactly was causing that, and so I tried to repair it a little bit more by by soaking this entire thing in coconut oil, and leaving that on for a few hours, and then I washed it out with conditioner. I can't really remember which one it is, but it was like $4 for a huge bottle, so it was pretty crappy conditioner that, you know, coated your hair in a bunch of silicone and things like that, so that it gives you the illusion of feeling soft. And that was just to wash out the coconut oil, and that made the extensions much softer. It got rid of a lot of the roughness, which was really appreciated, and I was really happy about. But then I was thinking maybe what my extensions need isn't moisture, but protein to strengthen the strands a little. So the next thing I did on this poor little strand was a protein treatment, and the protein treatment was fairly basic. I just dissolved gelatin in boiling water and then added some conditioner to that and just soaked this or dipped it in several times and let it swish around. What I learned through those processes was that I was losing a lot of hair, and that's when I realized that despite being double wefted, the stitching on the wefts wasn't very sturdy. And I purchased some fabric glue after the protein treatment and applied it to the weft on both sides, and that seems to have solved a lot of the shedding. Like, the hair doesn't come off. This was a lot thicker actually, and after I lost maybe, I'd say honestly, a fourth of the hair through all the washes that it underwent and how many times it went underwater. So yeah, after the protein treatment, I let that dry, and again, same frizziness, so I realized that it wasn't really a problem with the moisture or the protein, and if it was unsavable, so I just kind of let it be, put on the fabric glue, let that dry overnight, and I was left with really, really, really soft hair. Like you're seeing me stroke these, or stroke it, and that's because it's really, really soft, possibly softer than my own hair. So I definitely did something right here. But since these were clip-ins, I had to remove the clip on this one. I don't know if you noticed, but this one doesn't have a clip. I removed it in order to put the glue along the fabric, along the weft stitching thingy, because obviously I couldn't get inside the weft without removing the clip. And overall, I'm just really satisfied. After this, I was so frazzled over the fact that the ends would not sit straight and that it was really frizzy and it wouldn't match with my hair, because my hair is very, very, very sleek, and these had something of a curve to them and a little body, so I just went, screw it, whatever, it's the test strand, and I put a flat iron to it, and that completely solved everything. My hair the extension is still really soft, and it's now flat at the edges, well, for the most part, but it was a lot worse. So I'm definitely going to be doing the same procedures with everything else. It is going to take a while, but I figure it's worth it. And yeah, that's essentially my review for these extensions. Like, if I were to give it a rating, in terms of price, I'd definitely give it like a 10 out of 5. Because they were so cheap. And quality, probably 3 out of 5, because I've seen good quality extensions and these are nothing like it, but at the same time they're not, crappy extensions that you wasted your money on. And these are completely 100% human hair, because they did dye with the vegetable dye, and synthetic hair would not dye with vegetable dye. Nonetheless, like chemical dye, potentially there would be some sort of change because of the chemical reactions, but vegetable dye, that's how you can really assure that these are 100% human hair. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, whatever it is you do on YouTube, and I hope to see you guys soon.